It's now time for our valedictory address. This year's valedictorian is our graduating student, Ali Taha. I'd ask him to now come forward to the stage.
Now I'm going to keep this as short as possible because one, this night is anything but, and two, I need to pee really badly. Hello and welcome, friends, family, esteemed guests, staff, and all of you, which I can't see, the graduating class of 2016. Now, just a quick side note, I love applause, so if you feel free anytime, if you want to woo, thank you. Former First Lady, diplomat, and activist Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You are able to say to yourself, I have lived through this. I can take the next thing that comes along. You must do the thing you think you cannot do." For all of us, the past 3 years of high school have been filled with varying degrees of fear. In grade 10, we started at a new school, met new people, joined sports teams and clubs, and got lost trying to find our classes. In grade 11, we were told that it was the most important year for our marks, even though a lot of us didn't get that memo until it was too late. And grade 12 has just been a whirlwind of deadlines, from university applications to scholarship and bursary essays. On top of it all, we have had to balance homework, extracurricular activities, work, friends and family, and so many other things that are specific to each one of us. There is no way to prepare for high school because it's a different experience for everyone, full of fears that we overcome. And we did things we thought we couldn't do, like speaking in front of a large group of people while screaming internally. I think because people don't stop to celebrate what they have overcome, they don't understand the gravity of their achievements. Today we're graduating high school, and that is definitely worth celebrating. Cue applause. Some of you will cherish the memories made during your 3 years at Parkview. For others, that is the last thing you will want to do. But I think we can all agree that the time we have spent in this place, or in Parkview, has changed us all in some way. Now, for the most part, our high school experience has been filled with question after question. Like, why is there a construction site 10 feet to my left? When will differential calculus ever apply to real life? Can a lumberjack really be a vice principal? Now, Mr. Doucette, wherever you are a very capable and competent vice principal, so please don't hurt me. He hides the axe in his beard. So many questions. We have to ask ourselves, in what creative ways could we park our cars in order to not be fined? Because I don't know about you, but I would rather spend $15 on McDonald's than a parking ticket. We also asked ourselves one of the most important questions we'll be asked in our lifetime. Who am I? It's a somewhat simple question with a very complex answer, which we have only begun to understand. Throughout our 3 years at Parkview, we have all made a name for ourselves in some form or another. From the hockey jocks to the art students, the band geeks, the social justice volunteers, the history and science buffs, and the car fanatics. The list goes on. Because of that, we've become an incredible and diverse group of young adults who will leave their mark on the world, no matter how small. Before I wrap up my speech, I would like to thank the following influential people in no particular order. Margaret Atwood, the incredibly dedicated staff at Parkview, Mr. Gillen, Drake, the fantastic cafeteria ladies and janitorial staff, Jesse Banks, Mrs. Longard, Jacob Rousel, also known as Rosolio, also known as Roswell, also known as Jacoby. He will be remembered by his dance moves of epic proportion. Stacy and Kim, Justin Trudeau, Mrs. McDonnell, and most importantly, Squad. You know who you are. Obama, he's obviously. I would also like to thank my parents, Barry and Gali Taha, whose support has helped me become the person I am today. So you should all take the time to thank my parents and yours. I'd like to leave you all with some food for thought. When I was trying to figure out the final words of advice I wanted to impart with you all, I was talking to a great friend of mine who said that young people are already at the bottom, and the only way to go is up. And I thought that is exactly what we need to hear as we start the next leg of our journey. Even though we're 18, we still have so much to look forward to. University, university tuition, university debt, debt in general, so great. But in all seriousness, we have yet to go into the world and experience all it has to offer. Each one of us has our own idea of what we want to do with our life. Next year, some of you will go off to university or college to further your pursuit of knowledge. Others will take the year off to travel, work, or binge watch Netflix. Some of you might even go straight into the workforce. Each one of us has already begun to mold our future. And so much good will come out of our endeavors, because moving forward from the Panther community means that we're ready. We are prepared to face the challenges of life and to become even more successful. In the next year, when we are truly independent from most of our friends and family, we have to take into consideration the negative voice that we will hear. It may come from friends or family, from strangers, or even from ourselves. It will try to infringe on our success, but we won't let it. Over the next year, there may come a time where you feel like what you want to achieve isn't possible, but it's up to you to decide what your life is going to be like. Take heed of Mrs. Roosevelt's words and tell yourself, I can take the next thing that comes along. Every single one of you is capable of doing something great, and being Panthers, you definitely will. Now, be as fearless, passionate, and excited for the future as you possibly can be, because the only way to go is up. Thank you.